Okay, I guess this is gonna be part 2 of the 3UZ swap. I figured I'd do something a little bit different. I've gotten quite a bit taken off the engine. Last time I posted, I've taken a lot of video, and I think what I'm gonna do is keep that more so for myself to look back at, and I'm just going to provide an update on what I've done so far. I think what I'm going to do is start with the intake, then I'll move to the front, then I'll talk about a little bit underneath where the oil pan is and show you what I've done there. So, as I said, we'll start with the intake. So I've pulled the intake off, I've pulled the injectors, and started cleaning things up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to try to clean inside the valley a little bit more, but I did get the starter mounted. The only thing is, so I have this harness for the knock sensors, so there's one on each side. I believe Lexus V8 LLC is going to provide a jumper, so until I get the harness in for them, I think I'm going to leave the intake off. I've pulled the coolant bypass tubes, and I've just got gaskets in for those. I can't install this one yet, but I might go ahead and install the rear one. Excuse me, because there's nothing else on the back side that I'm going to do besides, I think I'm going to do the rear main seal, but that's going to wait till the engine drops. So here's the intake here. I went ahead and cleaned it up. So just some Scotch-Brite and some isopropyl alcohol. It came pretty clean. I thought about using the paint I used for the transmission. Makes it look new, but I think I'm just gonna leave it natural finish. I did break this valve loose, and I got a new gasket for that. I didn't end up having to do that, which is kind of unfortunate. Underneath there is a solenoid for the ACIS. I ordered a new one, and that comes with a new harness. I broke the connector here, and this just pops off, unfortunately. I think that's it for here. Like I said, I pulled all the injectors. Oh, so again, this is on me again, but I ordered the first gen Tundra Sequoia injectors, and I should have done a little bit more research. Those they can work, but they seat, the 3UZ ones seat differently. Let me see here. I've already got them packaged up. I'm gonna sell them, but these ones have like a lip here. You can see this flange running around. That's to seal it up. The 2UZ ones do not have that. Okay, so I think that's it for the intake. The front here, so I've got the timing belt off, right? You can see the cam gears. I've got the whole water pump assembly. Started cleaning this up here. Just let me, one thing. So the 8-cent timing belt kit comes with instructions on how to remove the timing belt and make sure everything's set before removal. And it talks about how to install. Awesome kit, by the way, but I do have the Haynes manual as well that I used. So a combination of those both, I was able to get the timing belt prepped. I've never done a timing belt before, so I'm super particular about pulling everything off. I've got the water pump here, so I bought a whole new water pump. I got a seal right behind this gear here that'll be installing, so that'll be replaced. And this whole front assembly here should be brand new the time I'm done with it. I got a new, I think it's called a cam position. No, cam position. Dang it, what is that? Not cam position. Ah, shucks, can't think of it. But I got a new sensor here. Let's see. I had to pull the AC compressor off. The alternator was pulled off, like all the covers and everything. I've tried to stay as organized as I can. I got the covers. There's an idler pulley. Here's one of the coolant bypass channels. AC compressor, the alternator, fuel rails. So I showed this earlier. These are all the injectors that came off of it. I'm going to be replacing those. Okay, I think that's it for the front. One thing I just got this in. This is one thing I'm pretty excited about. So this one's specifically off of first gen Tundra, 2005, I believe. This is the power steering pump. So everything lines up. I got new bolts. These aren't in here, but it's bolted on the front. I mocked up the alternator, and it looks like everything is aligned. I won't really know for sure until I have everything bolted up, but I just wanted to loosely install that. So that's looking good. That's pretty promising. And then the last thing, so actually let me go ahead and set this up, and then I'm gonna rotate the engine really quick. All right, so it's a two-piece oil pan. You got the top piece, which is cast aluminum, and then you have the lower one, which is stamped steel. So I bought it's actually from a GX 470, and it's rear sump, right? So the steel part lands about this area. The main point of that was to clear my front diff. So everything looks good underneath. This is the oil pan off the 3UZ. Right, so this is all cast aluminum. Here is so this is the GX 470 one. Right, so it's offset in the back, the stamped steel portion. I've got the aluminum cast part. A couple of things I got with this, and I think I talked about this in the first part. So I got a new oil pickup, so that's for the GX 470. New dipstick. This is the dipstick tube that goes into the stainless, aluminum oil pan. And that's a transmission mount that I have too. Okay. So that's it for underneath. Oh, it looks like I got coolant dripping down. I'm gonna have to address that. Still not fully drained. The other thing I did get, I really didn't want to spend a ton of money on headers. I could have used the OEM ones, but I ended up getting some cheap ones. I'm gonna have to drill out the holes. I did mock them up a little bit. I kind of expected it for the cost of like 160 bucks. We'll see. I mean, this will be one of the last things I do. I don't have I think it's like secondary like air injection system. I don't have that with mine since it's a JDM engine. I think some JDM engines have it, but this one specifically didn't have it. So that's another thing. Like I said, the other ones are like, I don't know, $600, $700 and up. So we'll give it a shot. I mean, worst case, I'll swap them out. All right, so that's it for updates so far. Like I said, I wanted to do something a little bit different and just provide an update as opposed to a time lapse of all the work I did. I did talk through a couple things, but I think most of this stuff can be like found online. So I don't know if it was going to be much value. Maybe I'll post another video of just all the time lapse stuff and some of my comments, like a longer video. Yeah, this is part 2. Maybe I can get some more work done this weekend. Post the next part in maybe a week or week and a half. All right, that's it for now.